I do a lot of policy work, so the National Insurance Fund. We've started to look a little bit more at climate work as well. Also, in another team, do a lot of data processing, mainly to do with pensions work, and look towards valuations there. So that's very like coding heavy.
A typical day for me looks like working with a lot of different types of data, so climate data or pension data or other data from across government, and quite a lot of coding.
It depends on the project I'm working on. Currently I'm working on the 2024 data processing, so working on different pension schemes. I'm also the co-chair of the Analyst Forum, so some days I spend planning our next presentation.
I use a lot of
I
Excel.
also use Power BI in some data insights that we've worked on.
Mainly R, but there's also some Python work as well.
It's important to have good analytical skills, a solid foundation in maths. Aside from that, good people skills, I think a bit of creativity, and thinking outside the box.
I definitely think analytical way of thinking, being good at problem solving, and just ready to dive deep into problems and tackle things head on.
Eagerness to learn, and also having attention to detail.
And this is made easier at GAD because we have a framework called the Analyst Pathway that identifies the different key areas that you need to develop in order to progress.
Be someone that asks questions, especially when you're starting. You're not expected to know everything from the beginning, but if you are, eager to learn, you'll go a long way.
Analytical thinking, problem solving is really important. I also think having a sort of STEM background could be helpful. You don't need to know any coding, they will teach you everything, but if you do have some coding experience, then that can be helpful as well.
To be curious and ask lots of questions.
We had most of our first week kind of getting really a good understanding of what it is GAD does and what our role within GAD would be. We had a number of pensions workshops which were explaining general pension information and what GAD does in that space, in addition to your IT induction, your building induction, and some beginner kind of coding classes as well that we did. Everyone's been super friendly, very willing to help. It's quite a young team at GAD, and everyone's super willing to lend their time and explain things in more detail. And the culture here seems like a lot of the teams work together quite a lot, so you get to see a lot of faces, work with a lot of people on a lot of different projects, so it's been great.